Got the groceries. Need to pack all of this away. Thankfully, it's 10 AM and I've already done that because it's a 2.5 hour drive to Port Augusta and it's going to be 31 degrees today. So I want to get everything done early because the hotter it gets, the more stressful it is for Miley. So I just want to get to Port Augusta, go to our campsite and then try and survive the heat wave. And then tomorrow we're heading into Flinders Ranges National Park. The total grocery spend was $224, which I know seems like a lot, but I got 3 times the amount of things I would normally get because normally I've just been doing like smaller shops and then I have to end up going to like an IGA or a Drake's and then I'll literally buy 3 items and it'll be $50. So I thought I may as well stock up. The fridge has never been this full. I'll show you what it looks like. That's the freezer. Like all of this meat I bought like so many frozen raspberries. This is the actual fridge. Like, so that should last me, oh, look how many eggs I got. That should last me. I'm gonna open my packages that I got at the post office. None of this is sponsored, I haven't paid for it all, but I like watching people's unboxing videos. So, ooh, I got Miley this bone. Miley loved normal bones, but they made her really sick. Like she got really bad stomach issues from like normal bones with raw meat. So I got her this kelpie bone. It's made out of kelp. This is what they look like. She's the girl who owns this business also has a coaster and it's her small business. Look how nice the packaging is. It's made out of kelp. The second package is also for Miley. She's had like really bad digestive issues to the point where I have made all her food myself. That's also for you. Colostrum. Hopefully that helps Miley. Anyway, those are the packages I bought. Let's hit the road. See the Flinders Ranges. We've arrived in Port Augusta and we're just staying at Port Augusta Motorhome Park, which is $10 a night, just because we already drove over 3 hours today. It is 31 degrees and tomorrow and the day after are all going to be in the 30s as well, which is actually insane. And like the day that we leave it drops back down to 17 and it's so hot. I've got every fan running. Anyway, I'll show you where we are. It is literally boiling, but you can see the Flinders Ranges in the distance there. I've just closed everything. The portable aircon is actually amazing for Miley. I'm suffering, but at least she's cool. And I've just made this giant cold chicken salad so I can like, you know, get a little bit of coolness in me. It's time to go to bed and then go to the Flinders Ranges tomorrow morning. Woo! We're on our way to corn, I don't know how to pronounce it. It is 30 degrees and we are doing it. You're back on your passenger seat, Miley. My tour guide is just actually necking it. So this is our campsite that we're staying at. It's literally just us and it's so quiet, and there's like a walk to a gorge that we're gonna do tomorrow. It's just beautiful. It's been a very long day and I'm ready for bed. The bus is like ready for sleep mode, but yeah, today was 27 degrees and the drive was pretty tough, but it was all good, and tomorrow it's gonna be 33 degrees. I'm normally out of bed by 7:30, so tomorrow we'll do all of our exercise in the morning. We'll have the rest of the afternoon to like be under the shade. I'll tie Miley up to a tree or something. Yeah, it's just so lovely so far. I'm so glad. The only reason I did the Flinders Range, have like done the Flinders Ranges, is because I was on Google Maps and I was like, oh well, I'll be so close to it, like I may as well. But none of the photos do it justice. Like today when I was driving here, it felt like I was driving through like a Ned Kelly picture book that I read as a kid. Like it just feels so, it feels like you have been taken back in time, like truly. And this campground that I'm staying at, it's privately owned, $25 a night. There's a toilet, so beautiful. Owner, her name's Yvonne. She like met me at the gate and then like drove me here because it's all 2-wheel drive access. Mind you, it was very, very rocky, but the bus can handle anything, and she had a 2-wheel drive as well and drove me here. Super, super nice. $25 a night and like complete and utter peace. Not a single sound, not a single light. Like, I live for this kind of camping. Fridge is stocked, water tanks are full. Yeah, life is really good. I'm so fascinated by it. And we've obviously had like beaches the entire lap so far. So this is like so cool. Like, it's different. Anyway, it's time to go to bed. Miley's already asleep on the ground. I've just spent the morning filming a chocolate slice video. I'm gonna post it on Instagram if you want to see it. I'll just show you what it looks like. Here we go. Miley's asleep. We did her herding games this morning. It is 11 o'clock and today it's going to be 33, so I'm going to get ready and then we will go walk to the gorge. Okay, we're 5 minutes in. It's not actually that hot. It's just a lot of flies and Miley is pulling because there's so many smells. Miley! You can hear all the wildlife. Holy shit, there's an actual goat. This guy, I think it's a baby that's like lost its mum because it's like Miley is absolutely in her farm element herding. Yeah, we're just having a little water break. We've come to this locked fence, which I don't really understand because owner obviously said you could walk to the gorge from here, but I just have a gut feeling that we should go back. I don't know why, I just have this really weird gut feeling. It's 4 o'clock and it is so freaking hot. Yesterday was fine, but today it's just like the heat has just built up. The sun is currently there. If you touch those windows, you literally get 1st-degree burns. I'm giving Miley cold apple to try and help her cool her down. The cooler says that the incoming temperature is 33 degrees and the outgoing is 21. It is literally cooking. Like, alright, got my steak salad. I'm gonna eat it out here because it's actually really lovely out here. And the breeze is actually quite cool. Listen to the silence. We are on our way to Rawnsley Park Station. 28 degrees. Let's go. We've arrived and this is the queue for the reception, so I think it's a bit busier. We are still stuck in the queue. I feel like maybe, I don't know, they only let 1 people at a time. At least we're not last, but I don't really know what's going on. I think they just don't have a parking spot, that's why everyone queues up. Arrived, these are our views. Can't get much better than this. So it's night time and Miley's in the crate. We are at Rawnsley Park Station finally. Drove almost 2 hours this morning to get here and finally it started raining. The cool change came through. Tomorrow 16 degrees and rain, which I'm so thankful for. I think when you're at the ocean a heat wave is fine, but in the outback, which we're in the outback, which I didn't even realise, but we passed a sign saying welcome to Outback South Australia. Anyway, in the outback, in the heat, it's just insufferable, especially because of the flies, and then every single piece of ground is just covered in bull ants. So that was really rough. So it's going to be 17 degrees, then 18 degrees, then 24, and then back up to 28. The day that it goes back up to 28, I'm pretty sure we're leaving the Flinders Ranges. I don't really know, but yeah, that's the situation. We're going to go to bed and then we'll take you along our day tomorrow. Good morning. This is the view from the window. Lunchtime, so we're going to go for a little walk. So for dinner I just made some Italian chicken and I don't have any pasta, so I've made it with rice and put cheese on top, but it's actually really yum. We had a very average day because it was raining, windy, and yeah, 16 degrees, cold, so just had a bit of a chill day in the bus, editing, catching up on life admin, which was kind of nice because 30 degrees is a lot when you're not at the ocean. Good morning, it is Tuesday and we are leaving Rawnsley Park Station and we are headed to Alpana Station, which is really exciting. Booked a 4-wheel drive tour for tomorrow, so yeah, our last couple of days in the Flinders Ranges. Here's the view one last time. Absolutely gorgeous. Rawnsley Park Station bush camping area. Now let's hit the road. There we have Wilpena Pound. Okay, we've arrived at Alpana Station. Miley's just eating her dinner and we've arrived at Alpana Station. This is kind of our site. It's our little spot. So this is the bathroom, but this is the bathroom. Miley's met an intact male dog and she's also not detect, so they like each other. Tomorrow I've paid to do a 4-wheel drive tour. They're going in the 4-wheel drives of the owner and we're going to do a station tour and a tour of like in the Flinders Ranges. And because of that I have to leave Miley in one of the kennels that they have here all day, like from 9 till 4, and I just feel so nervous. I feel so bad. Miley is crate trained obviously, but like obviously a small crate where like she feels really comfortable is so different to like a kennel that's out in the open with like wire where she can just see me walking away. There's another dog obviously, but he won't be in the kennel. He just roams around, and then there's like sheep and chickens that like just roam around, and I hope she doesn't just sit in the sun all day like staring at the animals. I really hope she, like on one hand side I'm relieved that there's animals because I know she'll be distracted, but then on the other hand side I'm like worried she'll just like sit in the sun all day. It's only gonna be 24, but like sit in the sun all day and like stare at the animals, and I don't know, I just feel really bad. Anyway, it's gonna be a really good day. I'm really excited for the tour. Just gotta be in the kennel. Promise I won't leave ya. Gonna be a good girl. It's a full moon and the stars are amazing, but I don't think you can see. Alright Miley, bye bye. I'm gonna come back later today, okay? You have a good time.
So this is the show here, primary school age kids, and they all had J and the H is our brand. It's registered to us in South Australia with the blue paint. So that's an old one. So no one else in South Australia can use that JH joined together.
Smell is there, like
yeah,
so
cool.
everything cheering.
The ranges, so that's one of them. The red kangaroo. So they're built to travel hundreds of kilometres, and they've only just come back since we've had a bit of rain in a while, but it's not playing up again.
What's this tiny little ground cover?
Yeah, so that's this thing, so the infrastructure here, they won't because it's solar. Basically north, and then from there, basically, with a few bumps in it, it's going down, 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 and then you've got the 4 peaks to the left of that, Rawnsley Bluff at the end.
I mean, I've been in various areas before, but not the north. And some native daisies and things here.
The layers standing out more and more and more. There's one in every crowd. We are back at the creek.
Wow.
Piece of glass.
Oh, that's the edge of the
Oh, wow.
glass there. There you go. That goes with the other one.
Yeah.
Dried up creek there.
Again is another big part of the Glenman Creek catchment.
Ah!
So this year's is lemongrass.
There you go.
Yes. This is the bottom. And so they call it Killite, but Killite would have rocks of other colours and sizes in it, and this doesn't.
Hello everyone. I'm just eating a snack. I've got a really bad headache, but I came back from the 4-wheel drive tour. I had the most amazing day. Couldn't recommend it more. It was basically a tour of the entire Alpana station, which is like, I don't know how many thousands of hectares, and we had the most amazing views of Wilpena Pound. We learned all about the history of the land, the indigenous people. Amazing. Would not recommend it more. I got back and Miley was completely fine in the kennel all day, so that was really good. And tomorrow we are meant to have one more day in the Flinders Ranges, going a half an hour back south and staying at this place called Skytrek Willow Springs, which is renowned for having like an amazing 4-wheel drive track. I've just cancelled the booking because it's going to be 31 degrees tomorrow and that place doesn't have a pool or anything like that, and I just can't do it to Miley. I just have decided that we'll cut our stay in the Flinders Ranges short by one day because there's absolutely nothing for Miley to do, so it would just be unfair. And also, I've done the 4-wheel drive tour. I feel like I've seen everything that I need to see. So tomorrow we're going to wake up at the crack of dawn and just drive the 2.5-3 hour drive back to Port Augusta. And I've booked a caravan park with like a shady site. There's a swimming pool, and that'll be much better for Miley. Because yeah, I don't want to do that to her. Especially because it's only half an hour from this station. So we'll literally get there at like midday, latest 12 o'clock, and then just have to sit around in 31 degrees. So I'm just not going to do that. But yeah. It's 8 o'clock. We are ready to leave, which is unheard of for me, but we're gonna head back to Port Augusta now. Good morning. Just pretend you didn't see them, Miley. We have arrived in Port Augusta Motorhome Park. Super boring, so I'm not even going to show you any more of that, but I thought I'd give you a recap. Alright, so before I finish this video, I thought I'd give a quick little recap of my experience going to the Flinders Ranges. Honestly, I could not recommend it more. It was so beautiful in its own way, and the road quality the entire time was incredible. Obviously, it's probably one of the first times I was jealous of people in 4-wheel drives because they could obviously do the 4-wheel drive tracks. A lot of the stations had heaps of 4-wheel drive tracks, and I obviously couldn't do them, but that's why I booked that tour. And I personally think that allowed me to see so much, and that tour was great because not only was like, did we have amazing views, but we actually had the station owner Sally, who told us all about the history, the land, the plants, the culture, how they farm there, the indigenous people, like literally all of the history. So that was super worthwhile if you don't have a 4-wheel drive. Obviously, I think it's best if you go point in time when it's not as hot, because it is a little bit stressful, and like during the peak of the day you kind of just have to cool down, if that makes sense, unless you do have a 4-wheel drive and you can sit in a 4-wheel drive with an aircon and drive around. But that being said, a lot of the 4-wheel drive tracks we went on were pretty intense, so even if I did have a 4-wheel drive, I wouldn't have gone on my own anyway. So that's just, it is what it is. Obviously one day in the future I might get a 4-wheel drive, but yeah, it was just beautiful. In terms of having Miley, obviously that was so easy. Rawnsley Park Station, I had Miley the whole time, but they even offered dog sitting. So Alpana just had the kennels, which I like anyway. Just put Miley in the kennel for a day. Don't need to worry about her interaction with other people. But Rawnsley Park Station actually had pet sitting, so someone could look after your dog if you had like a 4-wheel drive and could drive through the national park. So that was super cool, makes it really accessible. Yeah, my experience is I definitely recommend. It's in the Lonely Planet's top 20 of must-see for next year. It's the only Australian place. So yeah, would definitely recommend. I hope this video did it justice. It was very hot a lot of the day, so I did do a lot of things that I didn't film because it was just 30 degrees. Miley was stressed and I didn't film everything, but I tried to capture most of what I did. But honestly, the photos don't do it justice. My video probably doesn't even do it justice. You just have to go there yourself. It's like being on a different planet. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. We're just going to continue along the Eyre Peninsula now and then cross the Nullarbor and go to Western Australia. But yeah, please subscribe and I'll see you guys in the next video.